No worries over nickels and dimes, or a 9 to 5 grind. I gotta get loose sometimes. In trouble, seeing all the signs, but it gets me high, so I take the ride. Time to get down, so get on up. If you don't know how, make it up. Let's play it loud and turn it up. You gotta go, shake it up. Time to get down, so get on up. If you don't know how, then make it up. So play it loud and turn it up. You gotta go, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up.
Welcome, everyone, to the third episode of Shot for Shot. This is Caden here, and today I bring you along with me to review my gameplay during the front nine at Lakeview Golf Course. This golf course is located in Mississauga, Ontario, and includes some wonderful history. It's been around since 1907 and has twice hosted the Canadian Open, won by C.W. Hackney in 1923 and Tom Armour in 1934. The Blues play about 6,297 yards, and the Whites play 5,877 yards. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, as it would help me out greatly. And if you want to see another course featured in the Shot for Shot series, leave a comment below letting me know which course you would like to see me play. So let's get right into it here. First hole, par 4, 315 yards, using a 5-iron. Play it up with a bit of a fade on the left-hand side of the fairway. This course doesn't have a driving range, so I came into here a bit cold, actually only with 4 hours of sleep, so it's a bit tired. And the course is actually in really, really good condition. I was quite happy with it. Second shot here, about 120 yards away, pitching wedge, and I chunk it, which you'll notice will be, unfortunately, the theme of the day, making terrible contact. Actually, to be upfront, this is probably my worst round of front nine I've played all year, but you can watch some nice shots, some terrible shots, and you can just check out a nice golf course. Third shot in here. Play a nice little pitch. It actually is a bit short, unfortunately. So now I have a chip for a par, which is not the way I wanted to start the hole or the course, but it's a reality. The rough was pretty thick here. They haven't cut it in a couple days, you can tell. And I caught all of the ball. Terrible chip, which unfortunately is... Chipping is my best part of my game, and it wasn't quite on today. So now I'll leave myself with a extra large bogey putt. And misread it and hit it a little too long, which was surprising to me because I barely hit that thing. So I was pretty surprised of how quick the greens were today. They're kept really well. So now I have a double bogey putt on the first hole and come up short. Not a good start. Triple bogey. Well, let's make our way to the second hole here. You'll notice at the top right that the +2 is actually supposed to be a +3, but it'll be fixed in the next hole. So here we have a par 4, 387 using my 3-wood. Here I'm just trying to play up the left-hand side, let my fade kind of take it back to the fairway. And my foot entirely slipped. I'm using spikeless golf shoes, so maybe that's on me, but I lost my entire footing there. So I ended up on the left-hand side of the rough, which was a pretty good miss. I'll take that with my foot slipping that much. So here I have about 143 yards in, 9-iron, second shot. The tree is not in my way, thankfully. But it was in my head, and I ended up knocking it a bit to the right. Thankfully not in the bunker, but leaving myself a hefty chip here. And at this point, I know it's a big slope right to left, so I'm trying to play it up to the right a bit. Caught it pretty heavy. I'm 2 holes in a row now where the ball came off pretty quick. But the slope was taking it a bit back towards the hole, thankfully. And now this putt for par. Downhill, slippery slope. Not liking my odds, but if I can drain this, save myself for par, I'll be happy. and I whiz by it. So now putting for bogey. And thankfully drain it. All right, so here, par 3 here. Once again, just playing my fade, kind of aiming for the left side of the green. Hopefully, bring it to more the center of the green. The pin is obviously a bit to the left of the green, and chunk it. Not too pleased with that one. I guess I can equate it to not hitting the range and not playing in a couple weeks, but not too pleased with chunking it this many times just to start off the course. 54-degree wedge. Catch it pretty nice. Leave myself with a decent sized par putt though, unfortunately. So we'll see how this goes. Pretty straight, pretty level. And barely miss it, tapping bogey putt. So now I am +4. We have a par 4 here, 334 yards. My idea is to use a 5-iron and get it about 130 out, so that I have a nice pitching wedge in. Play a nice little fade, carry it to the right side of the fairway. So I'm quite happy with that shot. So now I leave myself with 162 yards. I don't know. I think I was into the wind. Left myself a lot longer of a shot than I thought. Have an 8-iron here for eagle. And I hit it thick again. Come up short. Yep. Not too happy with that. All right, so for birdie here, 54-degree wedge. I'm just playing up to the right. Can't quite see the hole, but I'm hoping it's close. I think it's a bit long, which it is. So leaving myself with a decent-sized par putt once again. Slight left to right break on this 18-foot putt. Struck it well, just slightly misread it, I guess, and walk away with another bogey, tap in bogey. I guess I didn't tap it in, picked up bogey. All right, first par 5 of the day, 553 yards, fairly straight here. Using my 3-wood, it's pretty tight fairways, so I don't want to use my driver. I'm more consistent with my fairway wood. And end up fading it a little more than I like, but it's still findable. All right, 307 yards out, 4-iron, just trying to hit it as close as I can to the 100 stake. Connect a bit thick. That rough was pretty thick, so I'm leaving myself with a hefty shot under the green here. 143 yards, 9-iron. My idea is to play it right over those trees, those pine trees on the left, and let it kind of bring it to the center of the green. But I ended up pushing it, blocking the shot out to the right, and left myself with a terrible chance at birdie, as I'm not even on the green. So now I have this incredibly difficult shot, flop shot I have to do over this pine tree. And clip, you can't quite see it here, but I clipped the top of the tree, and it unfortunately just dived straight down. Thankfully, my ball made it through, and I have a decent chance at putting it close here to walk away with a bogey. Hit it. I hit it decent, but my alignment was just way off. So now I have about a 10-foot putt here for bogey. And just fly it. I don't know what's going on. Everything's not working today. My tee shots are the only thing that seem to be on at this point in my game. Putting, not so good. Chipping, not so good. And 3 putt for, I think that was a double or triple bogey there. +8 after 5. Oof. What can you do? Oh, golf. All right, so par 4, 434, using my 3-wood once again, just trying to play it up the left-hand side, let it come back into the center of the fairway. And ended up blocking it again, unfortunately. Hitting into the rough on the right-hand side. Now, unfortunately, I'm contending with this tree that's going to be in my face here. Thankfully, my slice or my fade, however you want to perceive it, is on my side here. Just try to go to the left, but I pushed it once again. 3 shots in a row, not too good. Clips the tree, comes basically at the bottom near the stumps there. So now I can't quite play a wedge because that tree's in my way. So I have to kind of play an 8-iron punch shot. And my thought process is to kind of hit it in the left rough beside the bunker there and let it kind of roll up. But I chunked it. And now I'm going for par on a par 4, not very long par 4. But what can you do? 54-degree wedge. I believe it wasn't a pitching wedge, actually. It was a 54-degree. Chip it up. Not too happy with my chip. Leave myself an insanely long bogey putt. Hoping that I can pull one out of my you-know-where. And a pretty decent putt. It was a good lag putt, I guess. Didn't give it a shot. Didn't hit it hard enough. But move on to the next hole. +10. Ooh. Do not like seeing that on the scorecard. Par 5, 461. Very approachable par 5. Tried correcting my push by overcompensating and ended up pulling it with my 4-iron. So left it in the bunker. And I can't play a long iron shot here because of that tree above me, so I'm using a 4-iron to just kind of punch it out, and I made a really good shot. Actually, it's exactly what I wanted to do. Hoping that ball is rolling forever, and now I have a pretty decent shot at hitting the green and giving myself a chance for a birdie, but I chunked it. Not too happy with that. All right, so my birdie chip. Hit it really well. Came up short, exactly where I wanted to. Let it roll up onto the green. And extremely happy I finally made a decent chip. It's been a while, at least 6 or 7 holes now. And leave myself a chance for par here. Finally made a putt, even though it's not that far, but you know what, I'll take it. So walked away with a par, first par of the day. Oof, after 7 holes, not good. Okay, so 320 yards, par 4. I'm aiming for that second fairway, as you can see on the map there. Connected with a bit of a overfade. It ends up hitting the tree and lands below the tree. So now I have an interesting 118-yard shot at the green here. I'm trying to put the ball in the back of my stance, hit a pitching wedge, and I ended up blocking it again. Just not playing well today, but you can't play well every day. The point of these series is to kind of document my progression and document the courses that I play and let you guys get a chance to see the conditions of these courses, and also come along for the journey with me. So even though I'm not playing the greatest, I still wanted to document it because one day I'll look back, hopefully, and realize that I have progressed. So chipped it on, not the closest chip again, but I was hugging that tree back there, unfortunately. Didn't give myself the easiest shot. Pretty decent sized putt here, breaking left to right. Hit it well, hit it exactly where I wanted to hit it, and it just didn't break. I guess it was up on this ledge here. There wasn't much break. I guess I must have been reading it to the right, but unfortunately didn't make it. Par 3, 207 yards, pretty lengthy par 3. Using a 5-iron. trying to come up the left side of that green there and let my ball fade to the right, but I ended up kind of not blocking it, but I guess I misaligned because it pretty much, the ball flight was exactly what I wanted. It did come up a bit short. There was a bit of wind. Maybe I should have clubbed up. So now I leave myself with a bunker shot here with my 58 degree. Made a decent bunker shot. I would have been happier if it was a bit closer. It was a bit short, but it did come out pretty nice. I can't be too disappointed about that, especially after the round I've been having. So now I have myself a lengthy par putt. Big right to left break. And, just missed the hole for a tap-in bogey. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I know it wasn't my best round. What can you do? But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button down below and consider subscribing. These videos do take a long time to make. And yeah, leave a comment below which course you want me to play next. I am playing Royal Woodbine next. So I'm hoping I can get that one out in the next few days once I play it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope I see you guys soon in one of my next videos. Take care.